Hello everyone, you're watching Awaz News. I'm Kubrali and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada.
Parents demand answers after elementary school cuts hair of child with autism. Uber driver allegedly sexually assaults passenger in Vaughan, Ontario, gives himself 5-star rating, police. Brampton homeopathic doctor accused of sexually assaulting young patient. Toronto mayoral candidate to file complaint after 2 councillors allegedly blocked him from LTC building. Deeply disturbing on a number of levels, police called after YCDSB meeting attendees loudly opposed raising pride flag in June. We are coming after you. Police recover more than 500 stolen vehicles as part of an ongoing investigation.
Those were the headlines, and now let's jump right into the details.
Transit and city building were on the minds of Toronto mayoral candidates Wednesday, with a number of announcements about improving city services and helping the city grow. Meanwhile, one candidate spoke out after he couldn't get through the door at a meeting he tried to attend, allegedly blocked by 2 city councillors. Anthony Perza kicked things off Wednesday with a pledge to create rapid work crews to do a better job of maintaining city streets if elected. The crews would be assigned to various districts around the city and dispatched through the 311 app. Perza said they would repair potholes and uneven asphalt, trim fallen tree branches, remove oversized garbage items, and cut tall grass on city property. He estimated the program would cost $4 million per year. Transit was also on Josh Matlow's mind. If elected, he said he would spend $180 million a year to reverse TTC transit cuts that were recently implemented across 39 routes. He said the money would come from a parking lot as well as from a property tax-funded City Works fund. Transit advocacy group TTC Riders took note, calling on all mayoral candidates to state their position on whether they too would reverse the cuts and whether they would implement a parking levy, a move the group has called for in the past. Mitzi Hunter was also talking about recovering from the pandemic Wednesday, focusing on how she would help restaurants in the city. Hunter said if she wins, she'll cancel fees and permits for outdoor patios and sidewalk cafes and provide a refund to anyone who has paid. The city recently unveiled its revamped Cafe TO program, introducing higher fees to pay for the program, which was previously subsidized in large part by the city, and to deter those who got permits to block off public space but seldom made use of it. Meanwhile, Brad Bradford decried the state of unused city space as playgrounds for rats and raccoons and said the city needs to do more to get housing built faster. Bradford said that if he wins the election, he will promote mid-rise buildings, unlock government-owned lands, streamline approvals, reduce delays over consultation and drawn-out appeals, simplify the rules, and hold staff accountable. Davis said he's filed a complaint with the city's integrity commissioner and the city clerk over the incident. Toronto police have recovered more than 500 stolen vehicles and have charged dozens of people following a months-long investigation into auto theft in the city's west. The investigation, dubbed Project Stallion, began in November and was largely focused on the Etobicoke neighborhoods located in 22 and 23 Division. Police say that as a result of the investigation, 556 stolen vehicles worth more than $27 million have been recovered to date. A total of 119 people have also been taken into custody as a result and are facing a combined 314 charges. Those suspects mostly reside in the GTA, though more than a dozen of them are from Quebec. A number of the suspects are also young offenders. Toronto police do not take these crimes lightly, and Project Stallion is proof of that. For the residents of 22 and 23 divisions, I want to assure you that this project is ongoing and that this issue will continue to be addressed in the community. Superintendent Rob Taverner said during a news conference on Wednesday. Taverner said that while a small number of the people charged were working on their own, most were a part of organized cells that were involved in auto theft in the GTA. He said that all the vehicles recovered were found in the GTA, though approximately 30 of them were located in shipping containers bound for the Port of Montreal. For a full list of those facing charges, follow this link. Police are searching for a man who allegedly sexually assaulted a woman while working as an Uber driver, then used her phone to give himself a tip and 5-star rating. Early morning Sunday, April 23rd, York police say the Uber driver was in his white 2021 Toyota Corolla when he picked up the 26-year-old victim in the area of Yonge Street and Eglinton Road and took her to Vaughan. On the way, officers say he pulled into a parking lot in the area of Rutherford and Western Roads in Vaughan and allegedly sexually assaulted his passenger. Police say the suspect grabbed the victim's phone to end the trip and gave himself a high review and tip before giving her a phone back. The suspect gave the woman her phone back before she got out of the car and he drove away. The victim was not physically harmed, police say. Following investigation, police are searching for Vikram Ladher, 53 of Brampton, in connection with the incident. He's facing 1 count of sexual assault and fraud under $5,000. Police believe there are other victims and encourage them to reach out and speak with investigators. Anyone with information is asked to call investigators at 1-866-876-5423 extension 7441. A York Catholic District School Board meeting got heated after some attendees loudly expressed their opposition to raising the Pride Progress flag at the board's central office during Pride Month in June. During the meeting on Tuesday night, several people began shouting in the packed boardroom. Those individuals were asked to leave but remained in the building's atrium and didn't vacate until police arrived, according to the board. It was an unfortunate incident that happened last night. We were hoping to have an opportunity to hear from the public in terms of how the Catholic District School Board out to recognize our support for LGBTQ students during the month of June, spokesperson Mark Brosens said during an interview with Awaz News. Brosens went on to say that they are deeply sorry if any students felt unsafe. Brosens said that he didn't want to point fingers at who might be responsible for what occurred. He said the board is having ongoing conversations with a range of stakeholders about how the symbol fits with our Catholic values as a school board, adding they wish that there could have been a better democratic conversation on this issue. That doesn't provide any consolation to parent Paul Di Buono, one of the last night's debutants, who says that he was accosted by a loud, angry mob. In a follow-up tweet posted early Wednesday morning, the Toronto Catholic teacher and longtime LGBTQ rights advocate said he saw students crying in fear as they heard York Catholic community members shouting angrily from the lobby. Tuesday evening's meeting was temporarily halted due to the incident, but resumed a short time later. There is currently no decision made on the pride flag matter, but something will need to be decided by June, Brosens said. Coolman, who also spoke with Awaz News this afternoon, said that police should have been present from the beginning of the meeting and security should have removed the disruptors immediately from the building. Hate was provided more space and time through your lack of actions and protocols despite lessons which should have been learned from the prior 2 months, said Coleman. He's also refuting YCDSB's disclaimer that was made at the beginning of delegation stated that they reflect only the opinions of the delegates. Despite your own statement, it is a reflection of what you allow to be shared in your space, and today you allowed to bigoted statements to have an official platform yet again, he said. Brosens told Awaz News that they would be reaching out to Coolman to have a conversation. The parents of a non-verbal 9-year-old are demanding answers after an educational assistant at a Toronto school allegedly cut the child's hair without their permission earlier this month. The boy, a grade 4 student at George Webster Elementary School in East York, lives with autism and, according to his parents, is very particular about how he likes his hair. During the day On April 4th, the boy allegedly got a sticky and red substance in his hair and became distressed. An educational assistant trimmed the portion of his hair affected by the substance, according to a spokesperson for the board. The educational assistant has been placed on home assignment while the school continues to investigate the situation. The parents of the boy, however, tell Awaz News the school's response to the issue has been insufficient and that they are pulling their son out of classes for the time being. Rahman says he and his wife are dissatisfied with the school's response to the issue. We are angry. To give a haircut to a special needs child, you'd have to hold him tight. That's a safety concern. The boy has struggled with haircuts for most of his life, his father said. He gets aggressive, he'll push us, his anxiety level will get very high. Rahman says he and his wife are dissatisfied with TDSB's proposed timeline for relocating their son to another school. They needed to talk to us first. This shouldn't have happened, he said.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kubra Ali. I'll see you back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Have a good night.